14th Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, Doctor Strange is a bit of a contradiction, feeling both very familiar and very different from what has come before. Structurally, it's another basic superhero origin story, yet on the other hand, it's going into a trippier, more psychedelic place than any comic book movie has before. After so many movies of this sort, it's perhaps unavoidable that Doctor Strange has echoes of films that have come before. The well-off, arrogant guy who is brought down a peg after a near-death experience and remade into a hero is, after all, what the MCU was built on with Iron Man, and some will see echoes of Batman Begins as Strange travels abroad and studies with a secret group, though the specifics and even Strange's motivations in going there are quite different. Still, I wish Doctor Strange didn't feel quite as formulaic as it does at times. The trappings may be different, but it follows a pretty standard path and has some of the same issues as several other Marvel films, most of which I have loved, including both a love interest and a villain that feels underserved. Rachel McAdams is an innately likable, grounded actress, but ultimately she isn't given all that much to do of note beyond reacting to things occurring around her. It's often said that bad guys are a weak link for the MCU, and Strange's foe here, Caecilius, isn't going to change that reputation. The idea of Mads Mikkelsen playing a Marvel villain is exciting, and indeed, he and Cumberbatch have some fun interplay, but Caecilius simply isn't in enough of the movie to feel fully formed. Doctor Strange is still an entertaining film though, in large part thanks to the actors and the visuals. This is a rather incredible cast, and it's hard not to smile simply seeing these actors fully immerse themselves in the mystic part of the Marvel Universe. Visually, Doctor Strange is stunning. Director Scott Derrickson does a great job of portraying the mind and world-bending imagery here. Some have noted that a couple of shots in the trailer are reminiscent of Inception, but Doctor Strange's visuals have a much broader swath than that. There are some incredibly outrageous, surreal moments here that are true standouts, and comic fans will also be pleased to see the art of Doctor Strange co-creator Steve Ditko is paid proper respect. Benedict Cumberbatch in the midst of this feels like the perfect choice to play Strange, has his own mixture of gravitas and a somewhat offbeat nature, allow him to feel right at home, even in the midst of increasingly bizarre scenarios. Ultimately, Doctor Strange's basic origin story structure is a bit overly familiar, but the elements it brings into the MCU are fascinating and thrilling, with a lot of potential for the future. Now that his origin story is out of the way, I look forward to seeing what's next for the good Doctor. For more movie reviews and plenty more on Marvel, keep it here at IGN.